So a lot of my controllers actually bring really special memories with them. I've gotten some of them for Valentine's Day and some of them for my birthday. They're so colorful, just like me, and I love that. The Xbox controller itself obviously has changed over the last 20 years. And so even though the controllers have changed shape, there's nothing quite like holding an Xbox controller in your hand. One of my favorite controllers is the Xbox Design Lab controller that I got to design at E3 a few years ago. And so I stood in line, I waited, I got to make my controller, and it has a limited edition number on the top that just reminds me that only a couple hundred people got to do it. It was really fun to be part of that experience. Love my Gears of War 4 Elite controller. On top of the fact that it's an Elite controller, so the customizations with the paddles and the buttons, I love it because it's also super immersive. When you look at the controller, when you hold it in your hands, there's kind of like a scratch across the front of it. I got that controller when I was going through the Gears of War 4 campaign. It just feels like it's been through the campaign with you. One of my other favorite controllers is the Phantom Magenta controller. When you first look at the controller, it doesn't look like anything special, but as you get closer to it and as you hold it in your hand and you start to see that fade from that magenta translucent to the opaque magenta at the bottom, it just reminds me so much of the nostalgia of my teenage year in the late 90s, early 2000s with that see-through vibe. The entire Phantom collection is wonderful, but the Phantom Magenta will always hold a special place in my heart. I am so thankful that Xbox let me get early access to the brand new Xbox Design Lab. And so we have a package that we're gonna open today because I have a new controller to add to my collection. Check this out. I love it. Since 2020, I was supposed to get married, but unfortunately, like many people, COVID put a pause on our wedding plans. And so not just once, but twice, we had to postpone our wedding. And we just recently in April were able to get married. And so I designed my controller so that it was our wedding colors. It's white and blue. It has our wedding date on it. And so now every time I look at my new Design Lab controller, I will get to remember my wedding. I have seen so many people do creative things for their custom Design Lab controllers. I cannot wait to see what people come up with and share and continue to design my own.